Welcome back all of you. In this session we will learn a few problems related to trigonometric functions. So here the first problem is if cos x is equals to minus 3 by 5, x lies in third quadrant, then find the values of other five trigonometric function. So look at my student, look at this problem. Here the cos x value is given to you. Here cos x is minus 3 by 5 and x lies in third quadrant. We have to find other trigonometric functions, that is sec x, sin x, cos x, tan x and cot x values we have to calculate. So let's see the solution. Here cos x is equals to minus 3 by 5 and we know sec x is reciprocal of cos x. So the sec x becomes minus 5 by 3 here. Next we have to calculate the sin x, cosec x, tan x and cot x values. So we know the relationship between sin x and cos x is, that is sin square x plus cos square x is equals to 1. So here already we have the cos x value, substitute here. So we get sin square x plus minus 3 by 5 whole square is equals to 1. Sin square x plus, that is minus 3 by 5 whole square become 9 by 25 is equals to 1. So I want this sign, okay, so keep this one here. So sin square x is equals to, take this 9 by 25 to right side, becomes minus, so 1 minus 9 by 25. Here the LCM is 25, so 25 minus 9 we get 16 by 25. This is the value of sin square x, but I want the sin x value. So sin x is equals to, we get plus or minus root of 16 by 25, which is equals to plus or minus 4 by 5, because root 16 is 4 and root 25 is 5. So here we have the sin x as two values, one is plus 4 by 5 and one more is minus 4 by 5. And which sign we have to take? So I will apply here the ASTC rule, which you know already. So that is ASTC rule, okay, where in first quadrant all the trigonometric functions are positive, in second quadrant sin and cosec are positive, in third quadrant tan and cot are positive, and in fourth quadrant cos and sec are positive. So look at the question once again, that is in question they already mentioned that x lies in third quadrant. So third quadrant means here, okay. So here only tan and cot are positive. It means what? Our sine function is negative. So I have to take the sin x is equals to minus 4 by 5, because in third quadrant sine is negative. So similar way, cosec x is what? A reciprocal of sin x. So it becomes minus 5 by 4. So sin x is minus 4 by 5 means cosec x becomes minus 5 by 4. So here we calculated the cos x already given. So sec x we calculated, sin x we calculated, cosec x we calculated, and remaining two trigonometric functions are, that is tan x and cot x we have to calculate. So we know already the tan x, okay, tan x means sin x by cos x. So tan x is equals to sin x by cos x, which is equals to that is sin x is already minus 4 by 5 and cos x is minus 3 by 5. So substitute here. So minus 3 by 5. This 5 get cancelled and we get, and minus minus become plus, minus by minus, so you will get 4 by 3. So tan x will be 4 by 3. So similarly cot x is equals to 3 by 4, which is a reciprocal of tan x. So here we got all the trigonometric functions values, that is we calculated sec x, okay, next we calculated sin x, next cosec x, next tan x, and next will be cot x. Now the next problem is, if cot x is equals to minus 5 by 12 and x lies in second quadrant, x lies in second quadrant, then find the values of other trigonometric functions. Find the values of other 5 trigonometric functions. So look at this problem. Here the cot x value is given to you, that is minus 5 by 12. We have to find the other trigonometric function values, that is we have to find sin x, cos x, tan x, cosec x, sec x. Okay, we have to find these 5 trigonometric function values. So, and also they are telling that here the x lies in second quadrant. So since cot x is given, see the solution, cot x is equals to minus 5 by 12 is given, and we know tan x is the reciprocal of cot x, or cot x is the reciprocal of tan x, okay, vice versa. So here tan x is equals to, we will get as minus 12 by 5, because tan x is reciprocal of cot x. So we get the tan x as minus 12 by 5. And now we have to find other trigonometric functions. So here we have the relation, that is one relation that is in between sec x and tan x, that is sec square x is equals to one plus tan square x, so which is equals to 1 plus minus 12 by 5 whole square, which is equals to 1 plus 12 square is 144 divided by 5 square is 25. Here the LCM we get as 25, so 25 plus 144 we get 169 divided by 25. This is the value of sec square x, but I want the value of sec x. So sec x we get plus or minus root of 169 divided by 25, which is equals to plus or minus root of 169 is 13 and root of 25 will be 5. So here we get sec x is equals to plus or minus 13 by 5. Here sec x is, one is 13 by 5 and one more is minus 13 by 5. So in that, which one we have to calculate, plus or minus? So here we know the rule, that is called ASTC rule again, that is ASTC, that is in first quadrant all the trigonometric functions are positive, in second quadrant sine and cosec are positive, in third quadrant tan and cot are positive, in fourth quadrant cos and sec are positive. So here in second quadrant, look at once the question, our x lies in second quadrant, it means here, okay, lies in second quadrant where sine and cosec are positive, it means sec is negative, so sec x will be, so we have to take sec x is equals to minus 13 by 5, and sec x we calculated, so which also gives the cos value, because cos is reciprocal of sec. Okay, so we get minus 5 by 30. Here we calculated the cos x as minus 5 by 30. So now we have to find the value of sin x and cosec x. So we can use the relation, that is sin square x plus cos square x is equals to 1. That is one method. And one more method is this one. That is, we know sin x can be written as tan x into cos x, because tan x is what? Sin by cos. So cos get cancelled, we get again sin x only. So both are equal. So sin x is equals to tan x into cos x. So substitute here, because we already know the tan x value, which is minus 12 by 5 into cos x is minus 5 by 13. So multiply these two. So we get as this 5 get cancelled and minus into minus plus. So we get 12 by 13. So this is the value of sin x. Okay, this is the value of sin x. So what is the value of cosec x? Because cosec x is reciprocal of sin x. So we get cosec x is equals to 13 by 12. So now we here look at this. Here we calculated all the trigonometric function values. That is, we calculated here tan x, sec x, cos x, sin x, and last one is cosec x. Now the next question is, find the value of sine of 31 pi by 3. Okay, so this we have to find, because already we know sine 0, sine 30, or sine pi by 6, sine pi by 4, sine pi by 6, sine pi, sine 2 pi. These all values already we know. Okay, but here we have to find the sine of 31 pi by 3. Okay, so we have to find the sine of 31 pi by 3. So look at the solution. So we know that sine function and cos function, that is sin x and cos x, repeats after an interval of 2 pi. Okay, so therefore this sine of 31 pi by 3 can be written as sine of 10 pi plus pi by 3. Okay, because when you are taking the LCM, so LCM is 3 into 10 is 30, 30 plus 1 is 31. So 31 pi by 3 we get. So I will write this 31 pi by 3 as 10 pi plus pi by 3. Okay, so its value will be sine of pi by 3, because from the that is a property, sine function repeats after the interval of 2 pi, or we know that sine of 2n pi plus theta is equals to sine theta. Okay, so this will be what? Sine of 10 pi plus pi by 3 will be sine pi by 3. So sine pi by 3 value is root 3 by 2. So the value of sine of 31 pi by 3 is what? 31 pi by 3 is root 3 by 2, which is the required answer. Now The next question is, find the value of cos of minus 1710 degree. How to find this? This is big number which is in negative also, minus 1710 degree. This is very simple. See the solution. We know that the sine function and cos function, that is sin x and cos x. Here I take cos x because here cos is there. So cos x repeats after an interval of 2 pi or 360 degree. After interval of 360 degree. So we can write this cos of minus 1710 degree as cos of minus 1710 degree plus 5 into 360, because when you are adding 2n pi or 2n pi, it will never affect, because cos of 2n pi plus theta is always cos theta. This gives you cos theta, so it becomes cos theta. So its value is never changes. So when you are adding this, it will never affect. So cos of minus 1710 can be written as minus 1710 plus 5 into 360. So 5 into 360 is what? 5 into 360 is 1800. Cos of minus 1710 plus 1800 degree. Why, madam, you only taken 5 into 360? Because when you multiply 5 into 360, we get 1800. This is when you are subtracting with 1710, we will get the least number. Okay, that is, you will get as cos of 90 degree. Cos of 90 degree, which already known to us, that is cos of 90 degree is 0. So the value of cos of minus 1710 degree will be 0. Thank you.